What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my FC Cologne career mode. Today we're continuing on in the preseason tournament. We're going to be going up against Genoa, and I'm pretty sure we're moving on to the next round. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we won the last two games, so it shouldn't be a problem, but I don't know who we'll be facing off against in the knockout stages, so that'll be cool enough. Anyways, like I said, we have very little time to rest our players in between matches, just one day, which is nothing practically. So I'm going to try things out, with different players every now and again. For example, for this game, I'm not playing Cordoba. Instead, I played Osako, I think is his name. The Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's Bittencourt. The Japanese player. I think he's Japanese. I don't want to be racist. Hold on. Yeah, Japanese striker. I want to try him out because he's 77 rated, meaning he's gold, 6 feet tall, center forward striker cam, 5-star weak foot, which is always a plus, decent physical stats, and decent technical stats. So an all-round decent enough center forward, really. I want to see what it feels like, and in this case, Bittencourt is the one that actually made it into the box in his place, but that's cool. Point is, as long as we get the goals, we'll be fine. I have been playing quite a bit on my own. I have my own career mode. I have a Brighton Hove Albion, I think is what it's called, the team name. Career mode, we're in the second season. I've been doing pretty well. I've just been grinding this game, trying to get used to the gameplay and whatnot, just playing it a lot. And at this point, I'm pretty confident in being able to face off against Legendary decently enough, so that won't be too much of a problem. However, of course, there are always way more players that I want to test out. I can't really do much with a limited enough budget that Brighton brings. So, it's not really all that I've wanted to do with that career mode, but I have some experience now with FIFA 18, and I have also been playing Ultimate Team and whatnot. So, I have a decent enough experience with this game so far. Frankly, gameplay isn't too bad. It could be better in some ways, defending more so than anything. But I can definitely say that for now, for the first month or two, it's going to be pretty enjoyable. Now, what happens later on in the year as we start to, really understand this game, the gameplay, figuring out what's wrong and what's not, that's when it's really going to start to take a turn. But hopefully not everything is too bad as it was last year, and we can actually have a decent year of FIFA, and I can actually finish series off properly instead of leaving them halfway through just because of how boring or how annoying the game is. Sako receives the ball, turn and shoot. This keeper's actually on fire right now. I'd probably be 4-0 up if it wasn't for this keeper. Played up top. Hector finding Jojic. Down to Bittencourt. Gonna go to Osako. Shoots. This keeper, Christ. Bittencourt down to Reese. Ball roll. Thanks for making space, Osako. Well done. No one was really there to capitalize, though. Play it down to Bittencourt. I see a run in here by Hector. Shoot. I don't know if he's left or right-footed. Once again, though, the keeper. One step to me, step to me. Didn't want to. He played it well. Hector. Let that fullback or whoever that is come to me, and then we can score. So right there, one thing I've definitely found that we can do against Legendary Computer, for those of you, if you're having trouble, is usually when you're on a run like this, if you look down to the screen, there's that defender who's really trying to link up with his other defensive partners. It's the left center back. I think they're playing a 3-back line. So what that does is give space to our wingers, who then will make a run, especially if you send them. You can press LB and it'll send the person that you're looking at on a run. Usually what they do is they link up with their center back partner or their fullback partner, or whoever it is that's there on the wing, or in the fullback role, whatever, and they try to really condense it in so that you don't get through. Wow, what was that? So that you don't get through, and what that causes is a lot of space for your winger. And what I've found is that across the goal shots are actually pretty decent if it has enough strength and proper placement. So yeah, those are the kinds of goals that so far for me have been working a lot. And who knows, if you guys haven't figured that out yet, then you can obviously go ahead and try it for yourselves. It's been working for me. See right there, the fullback or whoever that was immediately darted into the other center back to try to link up, which left a lot of space for my winger. I was going to play that pass. You never know, it might have turned into another goal. But 2-0 going into halftime. Doing really well. This keeper is honestly saving Genoa. I don't know who he is, but he's amazing. 14 shots, 8 on target. How many saves does this guy have? He has to have at least, I don't know, 6, 7 saves. There it is, 7 saves. He's been on fire. He's really the only thing keeping them sort of in the game. He has a 7.0 while everybody else is 6.0 or below, or 6.1. So yeah, it is a 3-back line. But like I said, if you guys can just learn to exploit that, it'll definitely help you against Legendary. I don't know if it's the same with World Class or whatever other difficulty, but Legendary, definitely that's a way to score against them. It even works in squad battles for, I think that's what it's called, for Ultimate Team. You know, if you pick Legendary, that's definitely something you can do. Here we go again. He stepped in. He wanted to link up. It leaves space for my winger. And now we can just cut inside. And normally we have a striker there, especially in a 2-striker formation. And what that does is we can just easily just sweat it across straight down the middle and an easy tap in usually. So, you know, something for you guys to try. Alright, so 52nd minute. We're not really getting much time to rest our players, so I'm just going to go ahead and take off Reese right now for Jurgen Damm. And we're going to bring on Hoger on for, I guess, Bittencourt. He's been playing pretty well, but he is getting tired. And Özkan is going to come on for, I guess, Jojic, or sorry, what was his name? Hector. And send Jojic down to the center defensive mid role. This formation, by the way, it's not bad, but it leaves kind of a really important gap over where a center attacking mid normally would be. And I tend to play better with an attacking mid. I was hoping I could change up my style a little bit for this FIFA, but no, yeah, I kind of need an attacking mid. It just suits me much better to have someone control the game from there rather than a defensive mid or a center mid. So here you go, across the goal shot. Like I said, very, very effective. Last year it was low driven across the goal shots. This time it's just enough power, not a lot, you know, because it will fly over the bar, but enough for it to be strong, for the ball to be pacey enough to get past the keeper without him saving it, because it is actually pretty easy for a keeper to save these kinds of shots if you don't put enough power on it. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, this formation, it could use an attacking mid, so I will be changing things up a little bit. A formation that I actually realize kind of works well for me is the 5-3-2, 2-striker formation, 3 center mids, and I actually move the left and right wing backs a little bit further to the wing instead of them actually being fullbacks or wing backs. They're more so wingers. So it's really just a 3-7-2 or whatever the hell. But point is, that formation works, and I might end up using that for this series as well, but not quite yet. And there you go. Again, not enough power, not enough direction, but again, the defender stepped in, wanted to link up with his defensive partner, and it almost cost them. So that would have been 4, but that one was on me. Well done, Heinz. Play this up top to Özkan. We've got Osako here. Gonna step to his left. Like I said, he's got the 5-star weak foot. We can put it to work. Early cross. Osako. Jeez. Oh, and he gets it again. Okay, Hector. Jurgen. Fake shot. He gets through. Cross goal. And again. Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely something you guys can use. Cross goal shot. Enough power. You'll get a goal. I want to say 8-9 times out of 10. Usually, you know, again, it takes enough power and it takes enough placement, so you have to actually aim your joystick more or less to the side netting, and it will go in. But enough power puts it right there, right above their shoulder. They're not fast enough to react. I mean, you never know. There could be someone like De Gea or Neuer. I haven't really faced them that much. But, you know, players or keepers that have really good reaction time, or reactions, I guess, and really good positioning, you never know. It might not actually work against them. But the point is, so far, against the keepers I've played, this has definitely been working. And, you know, it's just the easiest way for you guys to get a goal. But, yeah, just something to think about. Okay, that's the game, 4-0. So, around this point, I guess I can almost comfortably say that Legendary is no longer a problem for me. Yeah, like at all. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good moving forward, because that just means that now I can focus on strengthening up this squad. making sure I get in the top 3 at least for next season. I don't know how I'm going to do this season, because while I do have the skill to be able to face off against Legendary, I don't necessarily have the team. We have decent players, don't get me wrong. However, playing week in and week out, I don't know if we're going to have enough rest, and I really don't have much depth in this squad yet. So it's definitely going to be something to look forward to and something to be wary of moving forward. But as it stands right now, I think I'm good enough to play well enough for us to get in the top, I want to say 5, honestly. Top 4, top 5, I think should be a reasonable and attainable goal for this season. So Swansea's up next. We are in the semifinals. We get a little bit extra game or rest time, but now we've got a whole lot more players that have been fully scouted, and I think it's about time we go ahead and start making some more transfer business. So first things first, we've got a transfer offer for Simon Zolar. Is that how you say his name? I didn't get to show you guys this last time, so let's go ahead and try to negotiate this, see what we can get out of this. I think he was going for, how much was it? 4.4, and that's what they're offering. So, wait, who's offering, by the way? Oh, I really wish they would have the team that's offering, because I completely forgot. If it's a team in the Bundesliga, then I'm going for 6. If not, then I'm probably going to ask for about 5 million, maybe 5.5. Okay, so they're not budging from 4.4. So 5.5. Let's see if they accept that. Yeah, 5.5. Good enough. It was Hanover. There you go. It said it right there. Hanover's representative. So yeah, definitely 5.5. Another German side, and someone, you know, that it could eventually become a threat. I doubt it, but you know, you never know. So we're gonna move on to the transfer hub. We're gonna look at our short list. We're gonna see who we can purchase here. What I need most of all right now is definitely squad depth, but maybe, you know what, let's take a quick look at the team. Why not? Wingers, I don't know if I'm going to be using wingers for that long. Like I said, I might end up switching to a 5. Well, I'll just show you the formation. It's the 5-3-2, like this. And usually what I do is I move them more so over here as left mids. Left and right mids. I'm not going to save this, obviously. But this is more or less what it looks like. Depending on the game, say I face Bayern Munich, then yeah, I definitely will be having them a little bit further down, a little bit more central as well, just so that they can link up more. But this is normally the formation that I would be running if I choose to move to this. But for now, we're going to stick with the 4-1-4-1. I do believe I'm going to switch out to a 2-striker formation, though, just because they seem to work better. Usually it's really good to have a second striker up there, so far from what I've seen in this FIFA at least, and that just helps you create more opportunities, more runs, more people in the box, etc. And then usually, you know, the center mids, they can go out wider a little bit. We can have a sort of defensive mid player, and you guys get the idea. So that's more or less the thought process behind that 5-back formation. But like I said, I'm going to be sticking with the 4-1-4-1, so I guess I can go in for one more backup center back. I don't think I have one. I might. I have Sorensen, so yeah, I'm going to go for one young center back who's got decent potential. I might actually just go for one on loan, maybe a 2-year loan, 1 year at most, or at minimum, and I guess some fullbacks. Actually, no, wingers as well. So we actually need quite a bit of players, but we just don't have that amount of money. So for now, we're going to focus on fullbacks. So we've got Patterson. I don't think, yeah, he just joined, so I don't think I can get him. I do want to see how much Mitchell Weiser's going for, but I don't even know if we're actually scouting him. I think we are. 4-star, 4-star, right back, can play right mid. And by the way, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if you guys also have this mini glitch, but if you look at preferred foot, it's right there next to the skill moves on the right. Every single person is left-footed, apparently, according to this. I don't know why. It's like a little glitch that's going on right there. I know for a fact that this guy right here is right-footed. I know that this guy is right-footed, but it says left-footed for everybody. It's like a mini glitch. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if that's just me. You guys can let me know if you have the same problem, but yeah, it's not really reliable, so I don't know what's what. And I'm pretty sure Mitchell Weiser's right-footed as well, so that's that. Um, he's quick enough. He's got some stamina, and he's definitely the right wing back type player that I would be looking for. But again, we don't really know his value quite yet, so I'm not gonna be trying to go for him. But he is definitely on my radar. Definitely someone that I want to bring in and someone that could be good for the future. But this is the center back that I'm thinking of bringing in for a loan. I've done it in another career mode, so that's why I know he's available. And we are going to go ahead and decide on the... Okay, we can do 2-year. Perfect. Let's see if we can get this going. Okay, so they agree, 2 years. Usually what I like to do is leave it to 50-50 just because, you know, it's only fair. If it was up to me, all right, they want to play hardball. 55. Okay, good. 55-45. So, now what's going to happen is we're going to have to wait on this guy, Dan Axel Zagado. Zagado? I don't know. I'm just going to call him Axel because that's a kind of a badass name. So we're going to have to wait on Axel. He's going to let us know whether or not he wants to join us on loan. I'm hoping he does. It's still the Bundesliga. It's a team that's looking pretty decent right now, and hopefully he does join. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm getting pretty used to Legendary at this point. If anything, it's going to get too easy too soon, and that's going to be boring, but we'll make it work. Nonetheless, though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment, subscribe if you're new. If there's any players you guys suggest, do let me know. And that's it. Peace.